Hey YouTubers, Darren here from Grass Ranch Garage. Hey YouTube, welcome back to Grass Ranch Garage. Today we're going to be replacing the pull cord on a Briggs & Stratton engine on a push mower. And this is the push mower we're going to be working on. You can see it's got a flathead Briggs & Stratton Quantum engine. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to loosen up the two Phillips head screws on this engine cover and remove it. Then you're going to want to loosen up and remove these 5/16 screws here. Then you're going to want to remove the 3/8 bolt down here underneath the back of the gas tank. Be careful when you remove it. There will be a spacer behind it in between the fuel tank and the engine block. Now you're going to want to remove the two 3/8 bolts at the front of the engine and the two at the back of the engine. You can remove the dipstick screw if you'd like, or you can remove the dipstick and the cover all in one piece. I'm going to be removing the 5/16 bolt here and leaving the dipstick in the engine so nothing falls in the opening. Once you've got all the screws removed and the dipstick spun out of your way, you can go ahead and remove the cover off the engine. And there's your engine cover. Now we're going to be replacing the rope. Here's something you may want to take note of as well. The rope broke on the pull start. Usually when the rope breaks it's because it's frayed, but there could be something wrong with the engine causing it to jam up. Give it a good look over. What I noticed on this engine is there is no air gap between the coil and the flywheel, and it's rubbing on it, and it's very difficult to turn. So we're going to be loosening those up and sliding the coil back and setting the air gap to 10 thousandths. To adjust the air gap, all you have to do is loosen up the 2/4 inch bolts holding your coil, pull it back, insert a 10 thousandths feeler gauge like you see here. I'm using a brass one since the magnets won't stick to it. And then push your coil back in or let the magnets pull itself back together. Tighten the 2/4 screws and then remove your feeler gauge, and then you'll have a 10 thousandths air gap between your coil and your flywheel. Also, since we're already in here, we're going to pull the cup off the top of the flywheel just to check the flywheel key to make sure it isn't sheared. I'm going to use a 15/16 socket and an air impact. If you don't have one, hold the blade and use a breaker bar. And as you can see here, the flywheel key is not sheared. To remove the string, pull the remainder out as far as you can. And I like to stick a screwdriver between the plastic fins there to hold the recoil in place. Cut the knot off the end of the string and then pull the string through the rest of the way. Then, using a number 4 pull rope, heat the end up with a lighter and pinch it to a point so that it feeds through the recoil housing easier. Now simply feed the pull cord through the recoil assembly, and it should come out on the other side. Now you just need to tie a knot and then pull it up taut. Once you tie it off, remove your screwdriver and it will suck the rope back in. Just like that. Now when this mower came in, the pull handle was missing. I have one off another push mower from the Tractor Horde. We're going to go ahead and install this. You simply feed the rope through the end, pull it out through the side, tie a knot, and then pull it through. Then pull it back into the handle. Installation of the recoil symbol is the exact opposite of removal. Place the assembly on the engine, tighten up the 3/8 bolts, place your dipstick back, tighten up the 5/16 screw. Place your engine cover back on, fuel tank back on. Do the 3 5/16 screws around the top of the fuel tank and the 1 3/8 on the bottom. Then place your engine cover back on with the 2 Phillips head screws. There you go, guys. I'm down with Grass Ranch Garage. Get out there and enjoy your weekend.